The recent issue of the Age of Republic comic about Count Dooku showed us a very brief look at his life as a Jedi. We can see that he had his signature curved hilt design with a blue blade. That's super cool, but also opens up some questions about his red lightsaber. Where did he get his Sith crystal? I thought today we could explore those options. To quickly run through the quote-unquote rules laid out by Sidious, a true Sith must take their crystal from a Jedi they have defeated in combat. They then pour their darkness into it, which turns the crystal red. The process is called bleeding, and we've only ever seen it done once by Darth Vader in the Dark Lord of the Sith comics by Charles Soule. So, did Darth Tyrannus go through all of that for his own lightsaber? Honestly, I kinda doubt it. I don't think Palpatine was a stickler for the rules, especially when he was trying to secretly take over the galaxy. We can see that Darth Maul had his red double-bladed lightsaber before he ever killed any member of the Jedi Order. I think Sidious was way more concerned with keeping a low profile than he was making sure his apprentices got their Jedi murder merit badges. That actually lines up well with what the ancient Sith Lord Momin has to say about him, that he hoards knowledge. So yeah, I think the most likely scenario is that Dooku bled his own blue lightsaber crystal, and Palpatine was like, yeah, whatever, good enough. I also don't really think Sidious was super invested in Dooku as his apprentice. I do think he saw Maul as worthy just based on what we've seen of their training together, but the second he's cut in half, Anakin is the target. Palpatine wanted Anakin to be his new apprentice, and again, mostly in the comics, we see him getting his hooks in. But he's a patient guy, and he has chores that need to get done in the meantime, so he pulls in Tyrannus as like an interim apprentice. Just like Dooku potentially bleeding his own crystal, Palpatine is like, yeah, whatever, good enough. And then the second he has a chance to upgrade, he takes it. Now, I do want to mention our old mysterious friend Sifo Dyas. We know that Dooku arranged for the death of the Jedi thanks to the Clone Wars. In Legends, the two of them were close friends, and I admit I kinda like the idea that Sidious would make his new apprentice kill someone close to him as a test, and then bleed their crystal. The only problem is Plo Koon recovers Sifo Dyas' lightsaber in the Clone Wars, but it's blue too, so maybe Dooku swapped the crystals out. That all seems too convoluted, but maybe it was all like a ceremonial thing. Sidious tells Tyrannus to kill an old friend, and then he can bleed his crystal and be a true Sith, and they're like, yeah, whatever, good enough. But I think the most likely situation is that Dooku just bled his own crystal and it wasn't a big deal. Palpatine made Vader go through all that because he actually wanted him to be a true Sith. And he was already in control of the galaxy. He was untouchable, and most of his enemies were dead. So yeah, sure, go find and kill another Jedi, who cares at this point? But that's just what I think. Do you think there's something more to Dooku and his lightsaber crystal? Let me know in the comments. If you haven't already, please like this video, subscribe to the channel, follow us on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook, and consider checking out our Patreon page. As always, thanks for watching, and may the Force be with you.